So, where the hell have I been? Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've put anything up on this channel. The last one was the Piston Cup Action Speedway, obviously, back in when did that come out? October. Um, yeah, it's been a while. The channel's not dead. Don't worry. It's just there's been a lot going on. I don't know how many people will watch this. I don't know if people are interested in the channel anymore. I'm sorry if anyone's upset or offended by the pride flag in the background. It's my girlfriend's. But I just feel like this is the best background for me to use, or the door even, because I'd ran up, pan round, and show the living room because privacy reasons and stuff. So this is the background you're going to get. Plus, we don't need an elaborate background. I don't even have a proper Cars background to give you. So, yeah. The last few months have been a bit difficult for me. It's not that I lost my passion for making content. I just sort of ran into the ground. First of all, there is a big reason why I've stopped filming things. My phone is fine, but the back of it, mine is a Huawei P30 Lite, I think that's what it's called. The back of it came off. Because with a lot of modern phones nowadays, obviously, it's glued to the back, as in the little flap, obviously. So you're never meant to take it off, really. Because obviously it's not like the old days where, you would change out the battery and even a SIM card, it's all built into the phone now. I learnt that the hard way 6 years ago. My phone went up in flames because of that, the previous one. So yeah, you learn these things, don't you? But also, what chewing gum, so hence why for that. So because of what's happened with my phone, basically what I would tend to do is I would take my phone out of the case, it's in a case, and I would stick it to my tripod that I use. It has these sort of like heavy clips that really hold on to it quite tightly. And I don't know if me using that on my phone put pressure on the lid or the case and it's made it come off. But I have not took my phone out of my case since that incident happened where the back just happened to come off and it was very warm and sticky. So telling me that, you know, either this phone is about to run its course or I need a new case, one of the two. So I've still not bought a new case. The phone I've still not got replaced because it's not me who pays for my contract. It's my dad. And there's been some family issues between me and him as well. So we're not really in the state of contact at the moment. He might actually try and phone me during this video. Which if he does, I'll call him back after I've recorded this because, well, it's weird how I've just said that, but the reason why he will be phoning me today is because there's sort of another reason why I've been away. So the main issue for filming is the phone. Like, I just don't want to take out my phone case in case the back of it comes off again and possibly causes an accident or some damage. Like, I don't know. So it's sealed and has to stay in this case for me. That's why you've probably noticed a lot of the stuff I've done towards the end of last year. Obviously, this is the first video of the year as well. A lot of the stuff I've done towards the end of last year was all handheld stuff because I reviewed stuff that I could do it handheld. So, like the color changer car wash playset and the Piston Cup Action Speedway, they weren't big, huge sets. They were small ones that I could show via handheld. And there was the Micro Drifter track as well, I believe. Whereas something like the Mac Track Challenge or the Piston Cup 500 or the Florida International Speedway, they need a tripod to sit on and film. It's quite a big thing to film. So, yeah, that's why. And I just sort of ran out of ideas and things, and I didn't review any cars because I'd rather do that on a tripod and stuff and on the new setup of the table and that. But also, just with cars, I'm slowly getting back into it at the moment. For the 20th anniversary which is good, but I wanted to film more content or do new finds in that, and just because of the state we're in right now with the mainline, with how Mattel's doing the 20th anniversary and that, and just how I know a lot of people hated last year as well. I didn't mind it so much. Race and Rescues never really bothered me, you know. It sold well, and it clearly has for them to be making more. You know, they're going to do the re-releases with the accessories that might glow in the dark. Apparently, they're doing the Mac Hauler, which I think is pretty cool. I do want that, and they've got the new playset, which is a reuse of the Glow Racers Garage. So it's clearly done well enough for them to continue it. They sort of rebranded it a little. I'm excited for that stuff, I have to be completely honest. I think it looks great, but I know a lot of people are hating it as per usual. And because of that, and just the state the diecast line is in right now, there is nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got plenty of cars to be reviewing, even here. But, you know, I want to review the new, fresh stuff that comes out, and there's been barely anything. That's the problem. You know, pretty much the point I dropped off was after Case A came out, and the highlights in that were like Marilyn, Chris Roman, Speedy Comet, and Hydraulic Ramon. But I didn't really think they were that interesting enough to review, so well, they are just re-releases. Case B and C were utter shit. Case B, the only new ones to me was Hot Rod Smokey, Richie Guns It, and Marlon Clutches McKay, which again, I don't think would be much of an interest for people to see that reviews of them. And KC, well, Nigel and Carla were a bit exciting. It's just been a bit like, meh. Tell you what, there is a car I got recently I would like to review, and that's Sir Harley Gassup. I got the original Chase for £20. He was the last Porter Corsa release I was missing, technically. I do need a proper Prince William. I've only got the Disney Store one, but I've completed those characters from that original line now, pretty much, which is fantastic. And then Case D's had Michael 7 Meter of Bloom, which again, I just don't think are interesting. Case E is where things might actually start happening, because we've got Morgan Martins, Flash Nelson, obviously, Jimmy Lugwrench, and Ray Riverham. You know, those look exciting to me. I want to review them, but because of what Mattel's doing for the 20th with this Races Celebrate line, and the actual 20th anniversary cars do look really good, but it just seems like all the other companies are doing better things at the moment. You know, like Primark brought out a Lightning McQueen plushie. There's obviously the Lego Speed Champions Lightning McQueen, which I literally have right down there. I did buy that. It's fantastic. Disney Store have done a figurine playset, and even Jada's doing like a die-cast swap out wheels Lightning McQueen, which looks fucking amazing. I would love to review that. That I will review. But because of the state it's in, I've been into other things really. Mainly Transformers. I've sold off quite a chunk of my Cars collection. Not stuff I didn't have spares of. It was pretty much all spares anyway. And I paid for some Transformers I had to catch up on. And that was my thing for a while. Now slowly I'm getting back into cars a little. So what I'm saying here is you just can expect more content. The reason why I'm phoning my dad today as well is because I've been having not health problems so much recently. I'm just a bit scared for my health and concerned for my health, and I've been looking to make a lot of doctor's appointments this year to find out things about myself. And I texted my dad last week and basically said how I'm in fear of a lot of things, and because he's busy with working that, he's finally got time to phone me today. So I'm just waiting on that. So I'm not going to get more into the health stuff, but there's a lot of things that just didn't make me feel like I wanted to review. I had food poisoning back in October. I didn't have my glasses for like a week and a half back in November, so I was really struggling. And then December I had the fucking flu, which was awful. And then January I've just tried to get over it, and I feel like I'm getting a bit more back on track at the moment, but still not, you know, amazing. So it's not that I don't have energy, it's just the passion wasn't there to review these things. But basically what I'm saying is, you can expect more content coming forward. I'm currently working on a Cars tribute to When You Find Yourself. There's a couple of tributes I want to do this year with like Real Gone and Life is a Highway. They just have clips throughout them, but I want to do a couple of cool edits. I'm not saying that's all the channel's going to be, by the way. It'll just be edits from Cars. No, I will review stuff, but until I can get the phone case and whatever else sorted, I can't really do much. I can do handheld content, but I need to find the right stuff to do that with, and there's not really too much. I could review the Race and Rescue plastic red. I got that for Christmas, but would people really be interested in seeing that? So, yeah. It's a bit of a difficult state at the moment, but what I'm saying is you can expect some of these tributes coming forward. So, the When You Find Yourself one, I've just finished all the Cars 1 clips. So, I'm about halfway through it. So, you just can expect that. But yeah, my camera's about to run out of space, so I'm going to stop here. But that's just a quick update to let you know what the hell's going on really and why I've been away for so long. So, hope to see you more this year and hoping to make more content. Thanks for watching if you've made it to the end. Cheers.